Hello, Christian again here. Welcome to part 2 of this series. So, just to recap, we're creating an app similar to this social network. We just created basic text, we create a project, and we're learning how all the modifiers work in SwiftUI. So let's create a new view. We're trying to recreate something like this, which is a profile picture view. So let's get started. So first of all, I have some assets here on my desktop, which I will import. So let's get a profile picture. So that's me. So Command N or File New as usual, and let's create just some Swift UI view. Let's call it Profile View and just create. So I won't be covering, for example, how to organize a project or anything in this series. I'm just giving you a quick intro to SwiftUI. On the next series, I'll probably be touching more topics like Combine and how to hook up models. So just let me know what are your main concerns, and I can record a series on that topic. So let's work on a profile view. So we talked about text in the previous video. So let's do something different now. Let's use an image. So image, control to image view. It's not just called image. Just put the name, and that's it. That's me. So you can see it renders. You can see, whoops. So you can see, for example, there's like a blue outline. The blue outline represents the actual size of the picture. So that's it. It's sort of using like an aspect fill. Content mode. So if you want to change this, for example, let's just use resizable. So resizable means it won't try to expand as much as possible, but it will try to fit within the borders. That changes the way we see a picture, so we can use something like aspect ratio, content mode dot fit, and we have a nice square image, or square in this case because the original picture was a square. So there are some nice things we can do here. So for example, we can do something like, we can change the frame. So let's say, if we can say frame width, let's put it at 50. Height, just in case we don't receive like a square picture. So now we can change the way this looks. Also, we can change the way the simulator looks. So in here we are seeing something that is similar to an iPhone XR. So if you want to change the way this is displayed, we can come here, for example, in the preview pane. And if we add something like preview layout, for example, we can say we want a fixed layout of width 100 and height 100. I'm getting used to always giving it like a bit more room to breathe. So I can see, for example, if I'm not clipping into bounds or if it's not constrained to margins, etc. So I want to see the view as I will expect to see it later. So don't worry about the pixelating. This is because the live render is not rasterizing. At least here I'm using the beta 1 of the new Xcode. Be careful. I think today we're in beta 2. Maybe on Monday we'll have beta 3. On beta 2 there are some issues and some bugs on the live preview. So if it's not working, try with different versions, and they'll probably fix it in future versions. So let's have something else to see if we can make it look nicer. So we have new things, for example, like clip shape, which is something really cool. So we can select a circle, and we have like a nice circle profile picture. We can do something like, for example, add an overlay, which is, once again, it wasn't too easy to do in the past. But now we can say, for example, add a circle, which is a full solid circle. Or we can say, oh, I am only interested in the stroke, and the stroke I want it to be of color blue, and I want a line width of 5. So it looks roughly similar to one of the nice stories pictures from Facebook. Finally, this is on your Facebook. I think it would be interesting to add, which is just like a nice shadow. So we have some nice like 3D effect. So you can see we create this. Maybe something that is interesting here is that we are hard coding the picture. So in this case, it's just me, so I don't care. But if you want to do something that is more useful, you can just inject. So let's add a property called image name, and we can have an image with the image name. So in this case, or in this way, we can inject the image name into the view and just display what's been input. So you'll see immediately that because it's a struct, and now we have like two properties. This is a computer property, so it doesn't need like an initializer or anything special. But now we have a new property called image name. Since we're not giving it any default value, because if we gave here like a default value, we wouldn't have the error anymore. But it doesn't make much sense. So what we can do is we can change here the constructor of the preview and just add in here how we want to initialize this view. So this profile will only render this way for the preview, but in the app, if we run it, it would need like a concrete image name as a string. So we're wrapping up for now. So let me know if this was clear. If you have any questions, just write it down in the comments. Please share, it helps me a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.